Hello, this is Sandat here, and welcome back to Model Kit Monday. We have finally returned to the world of Gundam with high-grade Future Century Master Gundam and Fuun Saiki from Mobile Fighter G Gundam. This set is huge. This is quite a large kit for a high-grade, as it does include a whole horse, in addition to a Master Gundam. And they're all set into one set that does interact with the Burning and Shining Gundams. So, without further ado, let's take a look at Master Gundam. So we begin with the Master Gundam itself. Now this is the main selling point of the kit, and it's the most involved portion. And as you can see, it is the Master Gundam. This is Master Asia's Gundam, used in the 13th Gundam fight, and it represents Neo Hong Kong. Now one of its distinctive features is the fact it doesn't have a core lander or core flyer, unlike every other G Gundam mobile suit. It instead has these wings, which are really cool looking. They're cast in red plastic with the yellow added as stickers, but overall they look really nice. And so does the kit as a whole. It's not quite the same color all throughout. I've noticed that it is blue with a darker blue. It's not black. It's somewhat black in the series, but I think they were going for more of what the animation was instead of the intention. With a lot of older animation, you'll have a black as the idea, but then you'll have blue as the color you actually get. And that's what this kit really has, is more of a blue instead of a black like the Robot Damashi. So the Robot Damashi is more of a, this is what it's supposed to look like, and the high grade is more of, this is what it actually looked like in the anime. Speaking of which, he has a great head sculpt with his red V-fin on top, which looks really good. It is a ball-jointed neck, but it is kind of restricted because it's designed. And shoulders are also a little bit restrictive, except here they have the full movement here, but they don't move out too far. He's got the double joints, he's got the swivel, he's got the ball-jointed wrist, the polycap joint at the waist, the hip movements move out, forward, back, rotation, double-jointed knee, ball-jointed ankle, all the good stuff that you get from a modern-day high-grade. Now, the thing with this guy is he also has the additional joints in his wings. These things are fully articulated. They can swing in, out, they can move, they can pivot. They are quite articulate, which means you can get him into a variety of poses that way. And he does like to throw off my camera white balance a bit. But as you can see, he is a little short. He is one of the smaller Gundams out there. I found that he is smaller than usual, which is probably why he was packed with Fuun Saiki. But before we get to that, this guy has a ton of accessories to go through, so let's start off with his hands. First off, you get what I can describe as martial artsy hands. They are just martial arts poses. They mirror the hands that come with the God Gundam, so they do match that, so you can have them in correlating poses, which is pretty nice. But overall, they are just kind of martial arts posed hands, which is really cool. I had these on the kit when I was displaying the articulation, and you can see that they are open hands that are more relaxed, or they can, use to gloat or slap things. But yeah, this guy has no fists. It's really strange. For being a fighting-based Gundam, you'd think it would have some kind of fists, but it doesn't, which is really odd. But it does include a couple other hands. You get two Darkness Finger hands. Now, the God Gundam and Shining Gundams both came with two hands for their respective God Finger and Shining Finger, but they really only used one, while Master Gundam was known to use both, so it's pretty cool that they give you both of the Darkness Finger hands, even if they don't even give you fists. You also get a holding hand, which is used for both Fuun Saiki's saddle and also the included beam sash, I think is what we're going to call it. Master Asia uses a style of martial arts that requires a cloth to attack opponents, and he is able to use that when he's piloting his Gundam. So they did include that piece. What's also interesting is they included a tiny Master Asia that is properly scaled with his own cloth that was attached to the top of this. Now, you had the option of slicing it so that he had it as a weapon for the Gundam, or you could cut off the tail end and have it as a Master Asia with a giant flowing cloth. Now, because I have a Master Asia SH figure art, I felt, hey, I'm just going to cut off little tiny Master Asia and give this guy the cloth to use, which is what I did. You can do different. You could buy two kits and do both. Unfortunately, they don't give you an option. It's you pick one or the other, because it's a permanent cut, that's it. You don't get to do anything more. But it does look really nice and works quite well. Now you also get a cloak version of his wings. So those that don't know, the wings of the Master Gundam do fold out into a cape for him. And it does make him look more menacing, gives him some armor ability. Now it is just a shell that clips onto either side of him and pretty much holds him in place. But you do have the option of opening up the cape, as it is on a hinge attached to the shoulder. You can push out this smaller piece inside, and you can bring his hand forward out of the cape and replace it with a Darkness Finger hand to replicate his first appearance in battle and the first use of the Darkness Finger. That's when he encountered the Shining Gundam and used it very menacingly, Darkness Finger, through the cape. So it's really cool. I think it's great that it does have the option to open up, and the fact it's included in the box is wonderful, so that you don't have to worry about, you know, buying a $30 accessory set on Premium Bandai. You guys start to see why I don't buy a Robot Damashi? Anyways, that's pretty much it for the Master Gundam for his own parts that he can be used by himself, as he includes a special accessory. One final accessory is an effect piece for the Master Gundam, which is a giant Darkness Finger hand, which is meant to correspond with the giant Shining Finger hand from the Shining Gundam. So you can recreate that epic battle where things happened and things exploded and stuff occurred. So that's pretty neat. I like the compatibility between kits. All the high-grade Future Century kits seem to do that, to where they all worked with each other. The Shining Gundam can fight the Master Gundam. The God Gundam can fight the Master Gundam. It can also hold the Nobel Gundam. So it's all kind of neat. They all work together. But that is the point of that accessory, and that resolves something when I reviewed Shining Gundam all those years ago, where I was like, hey, this works with Master Gundam. I'll show it off when I get Master Gundam. Took me this long, but I finally did it. And that's it for the basic Master Gundam. That's a whole lot of stuff for a Gundam kit. And on top of that, Master Asia's trusty steed is also here as well. So let's take a look at Fuun Saiki. So here is Fuun Saiki. Now Fuun Saiki is not fully articulated. He's not too complicated. He is mostly a display piece, a mount for the Master Gundam. Now, he does have some articulation, and that is his front legs have ball joints here. He has some ball joints here, and his head also has some slight movement, so it can tip back or forth, which means it has more articulation than the upcoming Robot Damashi Fuun Saiki, who has mostly alternate parts to pull off certain poses. Oh yeah, his legs also bend here, and ball joint at the bottom here. So this is really neat. Now, what's really cool is that it is built into the kit's price, and it's not a separate thing like the Robot Damashi version. And I forgot his tail also moves, which is really neat. So, overall, Fuun Saiki is great, as he does just add to the kit as a whole. Now, other than that, he is missing a lot of yellow paint. Yellow detail here. It is mostly white. This is the only red plastic. Everything else is stickers. And he does have a wire for his little thing there that I can't remember the name of because I've been filming this video for a while. Now, this section here does remove, and this is a slot for Gundams that have skirt pieces. It also allows you to fold out a peg, and this peg will allow, if you can get him sitting here right, will allow the Master Gundam to peg on using his stand connector port, like this. And you can take his hand here, split it open, like this, and get it to fit around the cord for Fuun Saiki. Now he is a little bit more stable, and now the Master Gundam is ready to ride into battle, which looks really, really cool. There's a lot of options here. You can put most Gundams on here. Master Gundam does fit the best because of the shorter skirt pieces, so you don't have to worry about that. But overall, it does look quite nice, and it is really cool. The only complaint is you can't have another holding hand to hold onto the cord with two hands. That would have been kind of neat. And there's not really a way to pose Fuun Saiki at a more relaxed pose. He is always rearing up like this, and he does have a stand for stability. So overall, really cool. Really cool that he is included. But that's not all Fuun Saiki does. The God Gundam can ride Fuun Saiki as it was passed to him in the series, and everything is designed to do so. The piece of Fuun Saiki that's removed is designed for his skirt pieces, and the back skirt on the God Gundam was designed to move, which is usually not seen on high-grade kits, and it's so he can sit properly on here. Plus, his hand's big enough to hold the reins. Yes, I remembered what that word was. And overall, it looks great. I actually prefer to kind of have God Gundam on Fuun Saiki, so I think this is really cool overall. And I'm really happy that they were designed to work together. Fuun Saiki never appeared in the original 1/144th scale G Gundam line, so when they went to do the high-grade Future Century, I'm glad he was included. He is a great addition that makes this kit really worth it, even more so when you have the Shining Gundam and the God Gundam. The three kits work together, which is just awesome, and I want to see that more from Gunpla. As I feel like sometimes kits are like solid things, they're like, oh, this is a thing that works by itself. But the experience of Master Gundam is made so much better by me already owning the God Gundam and the Shining Gundam. So overall, I gotta say, this is great. Overall, the Master Gundam and Fuun Saiki high-grade Future Century kit is one of the best Gunpla in my collection. You get so much for so little, really. This kit was $35 when I picked it up off Amazon, and it's about that price. That is a lot of stuff you get. You get a full-on Gundam with full accessories and an extra cape, plus a big old horse that other Gundam can ride, which is just awesome. Overall, this set is quite fantastic, and I'm really glad to own it. And it just gets even better when you put in a SH Figuarts Master Asia. So stay tuned, as this week on Soundout's Toy Chest, yes, this Thursday, we'll be taking a look at SH Figuarts Master Asia. But until then, I highly recommend picking up this kit, and be sure to check out Hirotaku.com for all of your Gundam news and more. We are big fans of Gundam over at Hirotaku, and we like to write about it and make videos about it, so check that out. Also be sure to subscribe to Soundout 12, as every week I make 3 videos. This show, Model Kit Monday, is uploaded on Mondays, with Soundout's Toy Chest, a mystery review series, and the Soundout Review on Saturday, where I cover things in greater detail. But until next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.